Y'all, let's talk about this smoothie I got this morning. I haven't been to Smoothie King. I haven't been on my Smoothie King thing since Thanksgiving of last year. It's like after I went up north for my great grandmother's party, I have not been back to Smoothie King, and my body has been noticing it. So today I had a rider, and she so happened to be a cigarette smoker, and I was taking her down the street to work. It was literally like a 5-minute drive, so I got paid for the ride what it was worth, but she wanted to add a stop and didn't know how to add it on the app. And she wanted to smoke this cigarette so bad, right? So it was so funny because she didn't know if I knew where she was working at and needs to be dropped off at. So she asked me, do you know what such and such is? And I'm like, no, not really. And then she started naming places around it, and it just so happens that where I dropped her off at to smoke her cigarette, because she couldn't smoke on the premises of where she actually works. I used to stay at the hotel before my apartment was ready, and I think I stayed in this hotel for like 3 or 4 months. I'm not really sure. And it just so happened to be by the Smoothie King. And before I went to go pick her up, I was like, dang, I need to have a smoothie this morning. Like I got to get back on my smoothiness. And I got to figure out which gym I'm going to stay at, because I just do not like Planet Fitness. I'm never motivated to go because I don't like the aesthetic. It's really that deep for me. Yes, it is. So she gets in the car and she's like, oh, can you make a stop at the Circle K? I'll give you $10 and you could just drop me off at the Smoothie King. So I'm like, that's weird, because I was just saying that I wanted Smoothie King. So I was happy. So she gave me the $10 to drop her off at the Smoothie King after she got her pack of cigarettes. Which is so crazy. So this is the $10 that she gave me. So then after I dropped her off there, she's getting ready to get out of the car, and then she realized that she didn't have a lighter. So then she offered to give me another $10 to take her to up the street to go get a lighter. I wasn't even want to charge her, but she paid for my smoothie, and I still got my money. It's not an inconvenience, and I just love situations like that. So I took her to go get the lighter from the store, and she's like, man, I gotta quit. Like, this lady literally almost had like a mental breakdown. And she was really cool and sweet. Like, I loved her energy. But she gave me $20 in the midst of not even a half an hour. And it got me to thinking. I need to go into business for myself. And also, this smoothie is good. I had to re-download the app. They updated the app. I lost all my rewards. They knew what they was doing. The app does look better. But I tried something different today. I was going to get a cherry smoothie initially because I was craving cherries for some reason. But then I got like this strawberry lemon. I love lemon. And I love strawberries. So I was like, let me try that. And then she was like, would you like to add something to your smoothie? I never like to add extra things. I always like to get stuff as it is. But I said, yeah. She said she suggested yogurt. I said, yeah, you can add the yogurt. And let me tell y'all, as I'm sipping on this is the best smoothie that I have from them thus far. I don't know. Maybe I'm all mangled out. But I feel like I should have got this in a 40 ounce. I feel like I should have got this in a 40 ounce. Definitely should have got this in a 40 ounce. This is good. So good. So good. Like, that's all I can say. It's so good. I did my little skincare routine today. You know, cleanse and scrub. Exfoliating, all of that good stuff, and put my snail mucin on, mixed it with my moisturizer, and I put a little bit of organic castor oil. I like the way my skin look. I don't look, because my skin, it has a tendency to look dry sometimes. Like, it's combination. Like, sometimes it can be really, really oily, and then sometimes, I don't know, like, you never know what you're going to get with my skin. But on the days where it's more cold and dry, I look great. And it don't matter, like, if I did, like, wash my face and stuff, if I didn't moisturize and do the whole 9 like I did today, it would wear off quick and you really wouldn't be able to tell. So I look good to myself. I'm not trying to, I have this tendency of not caring about the way that I look, my appearance. I think I really got this from my aunt. I'm not even gonna lie, growing up, because she stayed dressed up like a homeless person, like, you know, Kanye West fashion line. And I just thought that used to be so cool, like, cute. Me not knowing about depression and all that other stuff, like, I just like the way it looked. Like, you just comfortable and cozy. So I've adopted that from her as a driver, because I like to be comfortable. Like, I don't, like, on certain days I probably will start getting dressed, because I always said that once I started driving, once I became a driver, that I was gonna get me a suit or some suits. Like, I'm gonna wear suits. But because I'm in the process of, you know, changing my lifestyle, I'm not on a diet, I'm changing the way that I eat for the better. I have to plan things out. Like, I have OCD. Like, I have to have things the way that I have to have them, when I need to have them. I don't know if that's some form of something. I'm not self-diagnosing myself or anything, but you could say I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and if I can't do it in the perfected way that I see it, I'm not going to. And that's a true fact about me. But I just want to come down a little bit. People tell me that I'm fine like this. My coworkers, like my friends, oh, you fine the way you are. Like, yesterday, I just posted a picture. Like, not a picture. I thought I was taking a picture in the bathroom when I went to go pay my car note, and I looked at that was the first time that I saw my body, like my real shape, in the mirror with tight fitting clothes in a long time. Like, and in my mind, I still feel the same way I felt when I was like a kid. Like, I don't feel like old. Like, I always had back problems due to my health condition, but I can pretty much do anything, so that a kid can do. So when I took that picture and I looked at myself, it wasn't just about my, like, wasn't only about my body image, but it was the fact that I was outside and I wasn't dressed to the nines the way I'm used to being. I was comfortable. I didn't have any makeup on. I didn't have any weave in my hair, like my natural hair. I'm wearing my hair. Meaning I don't have a wig. Like, I let my scalp breathe. Like, you know, my hair is really on the finer side. This is the thicker side of my hair. This side, I don't know what's going on, but it's going back. But it was just so many things that I realized that I was overcoming, or that I overcame within that short clip of video. And then I was looking at the video, and I got like 50 likes in one day off of that BS post. Like, and here I am as a consistent beginner YouTube vlogger on one of my many channels to be in the near future. And people are liking his post, and it made me feel so disgruntled and bothered, because my image, or the image that I've seen or have for myself for so long, has always been the complete and total opposite of that. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, did I have it wrong? Like, could it possibly be me? Am I the one? Am I the one that set up myself for all these failures? Like, I just started thinking to myself, like, you know, I got to go back to the drawing board and really figure out what it is. Because that little post yesterday and everything, it was like I had finally came to the realization that I have been holding myself back the whole time. But, you know, when you're going through something and you in a situation and it's happening, it don't quite seem that way. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you got to have this, you got to have that. Like, I'm a glamour girl. Growing up, you know, having the type of mother that I had, and both of the grandmothers that I have a lot of things instilled in me, God rest their souls. So it's just like, I always feel like everything that I do, whether it be anything that I do, is a project. Like, the presentation matters. Even the way that I cook and prepare my food, when I'm eating it or if I'm serving somebody, it has to be a certain way. And then not only that, like, if I'm serving somebody, like, I have to watch them eat it and enjoy it, and they have to enjoy it. Like, all of that stuff, is important to me. And I feel like when you are a well-rounded person, like everything that I just said, it's the same in every avenue in your life, whether that be career-wise, with your friends, with your children, with your hair, with anything that you do. That's how you feel. Like, when you're a well-rounded person and your character matches your spirit and your soul, and your coup for your life, all of that is equal. It's like a full circle. You know how people say full circle moments? So I feel like that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people don't have full circle moments, because they're only like that in certain parts of their life. Sometimes a woman or a man will give their all in a relationship, but they won't give their all to themselves. I mean, and I'm only speaking about this because I've been that person at one point in my life, a very short point, but I've been that person. So I'm not trying to throw rocks and hide my hands or make it seem like, you know, it's something that I've never been through, because everything that I talk about on this channel with you guys, in somewhat shape or form or fashion, I've experienced it. And it's not to say yay or nay. It's just to say, hey, like, we all go through something, because some people will try to bash you and make you feel bad for having the experiences that it is that you needed to have, failing to realize it was your experience to have, because you have a different path and journey, and that may have been something that you needed to experience to get there. Even if you have had, you know, advice or lessons or people looking out trying to teach you and prepare you, it still doesn't take away from the fact that you had to have your own experience. And I feel like a lot of people get away from that sometimes. I feel like and not to get off subject, because this is the way I talk to myself when I'm in the car by myself. Like, I talk to myself the way I'm talking on this camera, and I feel like that's what God wants me to do. Instead of having all these conversations with myself, telling myself stuff I already know about myself, because I'm forming a thought and then I'm speaking it, which is redundant because I'm saying it to myself twice. I guess that's a form of my discipline to keep my mind strong and healthy, and encouragement. But I feel like while encouraging myself, I would like to encourage others, and I would like for others to see, you know, that I'm just a girl, that I'm just a woman out here trying to make it in my own way, making it beautiful and unique, but at the same time, I'm showing you that I'm human. And this traffic is ridiculous. But yeah, I said all of that to say this. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. It is a beautiful day today. As I'm getting older, and as I've gotten older, I realize the things that I used to take so serious to myself, and things that I used to think made me ugly or fat or just not it. I never felt like that so bad to the point where it depleted me because I couldn't, because of the type of family I come from. I always had to present and represent, you know what I'm saying? But not represent anything. So it was just like, I always felt like this, I'm not going to say burden, because it really wasn't a burden. I enjoyed it, but it was like pressure. And I feel like that same pressure it's the same things that celebrities go through. Like, I could relate. Maybe that's why I'm so into like the media, because I understand it. Because in some way, shape, or form, like when you're from a place like a small town or a hood project, whatever you want to call it, type of demographic, like there's certain things that you have to do to fit in and be relevant, to fit the aesthetic of the culture. And where I came from, I was always like that different child. Like, you know how people call you weird, or it's always that person that you could go back in time and think to yourself like, oh, it was, he or she was different. Like, people would say things about you, like not intended for it to be bad, but they can't quite put their finger on you, like, you know who you were, but they just know that you got something in you, like you're different. You know what I'm saying? I was that person in my neighborhood. Like, I was always nice and happy and just giving. I let people take stuff from me. Like, I just so badly wanted to be accepted, because I felt like it's not my fault for having the type of life that I had, but this is the place where I live, so I felt like I had to fit in. So everything I did it with all my might, all my heart, like all my passion. And look where it got me. I am out here in this world, living on my own for the most part. You know, I've met new people. I've overcame obstacles, you know, that most people would look at as shameful and never want to speak of and sweep under the rug. But you know, that's that ancestor BS. I don't believe in that. You know, I take my lemons and I make lemonade every time. So I just learned to bask in my glory, even when I'm in some very hurtful and detrimental situations that I can't control or can't explain or understand why it's happening to me at that moment. But I always go through it with grace, you know. I try to. I really do try to, until I can. But, yep, I was picking at my face. I'm just gonna get better. This smoothie is so good. Y'all, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, you know, when you eat the same thing for so long, to the point where it's neither good or bad, it's just your body, your taste buds become immune to it. This is like a new flavor. Like, I remember as a kid when I used to go to people's house and they used to let their kids eat all type of snacks and candies, and my mother, she didn't have that type of stuff in the house. So I was a greedy kid. Like, that's why I made my friends. Like, looking back, they gotta have some type of food or something that I wanted to be around them. So I remember when I would try things for the first time, like, I don't know, it's like your taste buds, like, does something to your taste buds. But even the first time I had onions, like, when I was a little kid, when I was a little sprout, I ain't like onions. I only like ketchup and whatever. However the food tastes without me seeing you seasoned it, that's how I like it. But if I saw something different, I would not eat it. But when I first became a big girl and I had my onions and I had green peppers, it's like a whole new world. Like, whoa, this is good. When you try like meat, when the first time I tried lamb chops, like my nose was running, like, so my body liked it, you know. And I like those feelings. So what I'm learning is to not overdo things. In the food aspect and life, just period, just not to overdo things. So you can always be reminded with that little nostalgia of what's good, especially when it's not good for you. So that's what I'm working on right now in my life, with my health wise. Like, I don't have no specific deadline to be a certain way or have a certain look, because that alone, having that image stay in my mind alone, I won't do it. I won't get started because it's like too much to conquer. So I'm making my sole purpose, and I'm finally learning to understand myself and take time and listen to what it is that I need by allowing myself to feel. Like, because for so long I've cut off that. Like, I've understood what it was to feel and to have feelings, but I didn't allow myself to do it because I put so much pressure on myself, because so much pressure has been put on me as a child and a young adult. So it's just like, now that I am experiencing this new part of my life, as to where, like, I don't have those challenges anymore. Those are not things that exist in my life anymore. I had to literally learn, and I'm learning how to come out of that, you know, and without having the feeling of survival's guilt, and like understanding that it's okay, and it's okay for me to do things for myself. Like, that's hard. That's why you will see me around looking raggedy and not dressed up, because I don't want to present myself to the world again in this phase of my life and make people feel like I don't care about them and stuff like that, because it's not true, you know. And I'm not going to say too much, because then I'll be revealing what I'm doing, but I find my joy in pleasing others. That really is something that makes me happy. So I don't know. I'm about to get off this exit. Maybe I should have gotten off here. No. It's so much traffic. It's only 9:21 in the morning. I don't understand this. Like, I thought that this place was a less populated place than the place that I just came from, but apparently everybody's moving here. Okay, somebody got to sign up. What does it say? God is something, fed up, save or die. God is life, live or die, something like that. Lord, all these car accidents. I'm happy I'm not on that side. It be traffic here for no reason, because people are nosy. Just straight up nosy. But, ooh, I gotta get you one of these smoothies. I'm just loving myself this time around. And this is gonna be a much better experience. Hi, Mom. 526. I'm all out of things to say at this current moment. But I'm just happy today based off of the fact that I made $20 in less than an hour. And I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for that woman. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm just happy, and I'm gonna become more happy. And I'm working on capturing more of it on camera, and being more tidy and prepared and organized and stuff of that sort, that nature. So they building another apartment complex. This place is gonna be so city-like within the next 5 years. It's crazy. Move to Charlotte. If you're watching this video and you need confirmation to move somewhere, move here. Because the atmosphere is more pleasant. I can't speak for the people because we all have our different experiences with people. I'm a people's person. But the atmosphere, you'll feel it. It's certain in the air. It's different. Let me get you a smoothie. Strawberry lemon with yogurt. To add yogurt, it's $1.19. This is good. Texting and driving. I don't even want to drive behind her. But I'm gonna get out of this car and I'm gonna go see my mom, one of my mom-like mentors. And get my day started. I need to charge my car. So I'll see you guys later. I thank you for spending time with me while I drove through traffic and just enjoyed this smoothie because it was delicious. 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 It was delicious. Lady out here with a guitar playing for money. You don't go to a club and pay your banjo somewhere, girl. But look at my skin and everything. Like, lips a little chapped. But I thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. This is not even one of those videos where I tell you to like and subscribe. Personally, this is just like a personal vlog, but since my aunt said I don't say it, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see me whenever I'm posting content or doing videos on here. And check my description out beneath my videos. I'm starting to put information there that could be useful to you, depending on the type of resources that you need. For those of you who are not familiar with YouTube, usually after or under every video, there's a description given for either the products that was used, the resources or links. Anything that portrays to what was talked about in the video will be at the bottom of the video in the link and description. I don't be filling that out much because I'm just vlogging right now and I'm not really promoting or advertising anything. But if I'm listening to a certain song, or if I tell you about a certain song, I could put that in the link and description below. Anything you want to know goes in the link and description below. But as I said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and just stay updated on everything that I'm doing. I appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, and I cannot wait until I'm at 1K, 2K, not the game. It's just going to be great. So have a great day. I'm going to lick my lips one more again.